Welcome. How was your weekend? Hopefully, all went very well. Remember, we were talking about high school today and high school kids and high school plans. And I have been talking to more parents this week and last week with children from the 14 to 18 than ever. So I thought, let's just do one big one, talk about it now. If you don't have children in high school and you have questions about my homeschool village, pop them in, guys. I am here to answer all questions. You don't have to have a high schooler to talk to me today. So you got a lot of new people. Let me know. My focus will be on the teens today, but all homeschooling and my homeschool village questions are welcome. Bring them in. Happy to take them. If you have any questions right now, pop them in. We are talking high school. So I'd like to give it one more minute. Everybody just kind of a little bit at a time. How was your weekend? Did all go well? Is everybody still kind of like not ready to start like the full blown school yet? I just want to wait till Labor Day. Is anybody else feeling that way? I don't know if it's because I grew up that way and we started after Labor Day and that's how it was when we were kids, but it just feels like summer. I will milk out the last day of summer, especially because everybody's back in school and we want to go play, right? I would love to get one more beach trip in before it's time to go and it's cheaper and I don't know what we're going to make it work this year. I got a wedding to pay. We've got a family wedding. So our second child is 22. She's getting married in October in Utah. So we've got a wedding to plan and we've got to fly out there. So all money is wedding spent right now. Waiting till Labor Day, says Penny. Yep. And Penny, good to have you. How was your travels? She's been doing all kinds of fun. Thank you. This is our second child. Getting married. We're excited. We're excited. I'll share all the pictures. It'll be so fun. Okay. Yep. Year round. And I say don't want to start, but I'll be honest. There's the only things that my kids like lay off of in the summer is some of the live classes because we're running around, but then it slows down and I put them back in live classes. So my 14-year-old will be joining the Bonfire Academy this year. Good. Penny, good. She's been out traveling. Ministering. Is that right? No, you are doing. Why do I want to keep saying ministering when I think of what you were out doing? You were out doing, you called it a. You got to help me my menopause brain, guys. You know this. Beth, hello. Lizzie's back. Are we good now, Lizzie? Okay. Sabbatical. For some reason in my head, that's like a religious thing, but it's not. Oh, yeah. Okay. I knew it. I was like, you're ministers, right? Okay. I was right. It was a sabbatical, a minister's sabbatical, not like a teacher sabbatical or, yeah. Good for you guys. That's beautiful. One day I want to hear about all this. I think that sounds fascinating. All right. We're going to get started on high school. So how many of you that are in here right now, give me a thumbs up if you have a child 14 to 18. Now, I'm leaving out the 12 to 13-year-olds, and here's why. There is a transition between 12 and 13 that high school, between elementary and high school, right? We have this junior high. And I think kids between 12 and 13 can like hit all kinds of spectrums on there. And I don't know if spectrum is the right word, but level interest, because some 12-year-olds are just not ready. And some 13-year-olds are so tired and sleepy. There's like this tired, sleepy stage of 12 and 13. And sometimes they're still just needing elementary and they're still just begging to be a kid for a little bit longer. Whereas at 14, they're like, I'm ready. Most often. Some kids might need a little more time, but generally at 14 is where they're like, I'm ready to decide who I am and where I want to be. And I'm tired of being a kid. And a shift happens. And so that's what we're going to discuss is that shift. And so that shift comes in, your 14-year-old's like, I want more. And you're looking at college. Now you're looking at where they want to be. Are they going to be in trade? Are they going to be, right? We're starting to think careers. How are they going to support a family? Who are they going to be? What do they want to do? And then we end up with kids who don't want college. Now, I will tell you right now, okay, just to be very, very clear here. I saw one thumbs up. Penny, are you the only one with a high schooler? Come on, you guys. I know some of you are, or at least coming. No, it's okay. Some of you are probably listening and walking around while you're doing this. Thank you, Lizzie. That's okay. So if your child is college bound, now, starting from scratch, here is my own personal philosophy on should they or should they not go to college. You can totally disagree with me, and that's totally fine. But here is my philosophy on whether or not a child should go to college. There are certain careers that need a degree, a doctor, a nurse, anybody in the medical field, please get a degree before you start practicing, right? An engineer. My husband, we are so grateful for his degree that he is able to work for NASA as an engineer. Huge blessing for us. If you're going to be a lawyer, right? There's things that require a bachelor's degree for success, master's, PhD. And if that is where your child is headed, if they're headed down a very long or even short college path, now the next thing I say is for my kids is do the math. I don't believe in just sending a kid to college for the sake of college. I believe in doing the math. What is the return on investment? Treat college as a financial investment. If you're going to put $100,000 or the child in loans on the university for $100,000, they better be making $200,000 when they're coming out. If you're going to put $40,000, we put $40,000 into my husband's education. And when he got paid, when he graduated, his first job out made 60 grand, but he was into 90 soon. So it was worth it. Are you going to make more? Right now, I've seen a lot of people go and get degrees, and they're spending 40 grand on a degree to make 40,000 a year or less, and they struggle for the rest of their lives paying off the debts. So make sure that whatever they're putting in for college, what is going to be the total cost of college, and will I be making twice that very quickly right out of college? What is my earning potential on the other end? Now, because we tell our kids the same way. Oh, hi, Lori. In a business, I would never have my child put $100 into a company that's going to only bring back $75, right? That's a bad investment. But we forget to do that math for college. Do the math for college. If that's where they're headed, college, you want to put them in Smarter by One degree. Okay, Smarter by One degree. Let me get you the link. Smarter by now. I actually found these guys at a homeschool conference, ended up talking. The owner of it spoke right after I spoke, or right before I spoke. Anyway, we hit it off, got to know her really well, and her opportunity. We've been speaking for years, become very good friends. And I have watched her company grow, and I've really watched this. This is where I would put my children who are college bound, because they can get a bachelor's degree by 18 for 10 grand. Like, you can't get a bachelor's degree for that much. They can do it at home. Instead of high school, they're doing college. They immediately have a bachelor's degree and moving forward. She also now just added a program for kids in trade who want a bachelor's degree in a trade so that they can become management. They can actually run the company, not just work the company. Awesome, Penny. Yeah. I recommend Smarter by One degree. I do not get an affiliate link from them. I get no kickback from them. Okay. There's no financial benefit for me to tell you about them, other than that I really do believe it's one of the best programs for a homeschooler, as well, anybody really, to get the degree, get the bachelor's, especially if they're master's and PhD bound, get it done sooner, faster, more efficiently. It's an efficient college degree. So that's what I recommend. Number one, if you have a 14-year-old who's college bound, skip high school, go straight to Smarter by One degree, get going. Okay, that's my number one recommendation for a college bound kid. Now, number two, trade bound. If they are a trade bound child, they want to be doing electricians, they want to be a plumber, they want to be building cars, whatever it is they want to be. Most junior colleges take kids at 15 to 16 years old. Generally at 16, because they're dealing with tools, and right, and so there's some legal issues there. So usually it's 16. If they are trade bound, that's where they want to be. Go 16, get them into your nearest trade school. Skip high school. You don't need it. Yes, keep working on reading and writing, and yes, keep educating yourself, and yes, right, but they can go straight there. Now, if they are not either, if they don't want to go college and they're not trade bound, they're the entrepreneur brain. This one is harder for most families, because as a lot of us didn't grow up building businesses, or maybe we did, but as an entrepreneur myself, I've spent years with different mentors, and I have paid a lot of money to mentors who weren't that great. And I have looked for mentors for my own children so that they could go and learn how to build businesses, and they could learn concepts. And the businesses, the entrepreneur programs for teens that, or just in general, that I have found are either built for people who have way more knowledge than my 14, 15, 16-year-old has, and they don't go back far enough. They start way up here. Number two, they're not really built for a kid, and they don't really believe in children being able to do these things. So the belief in from the mentor is like, yeah, you're too young for this. As a homeschool mom who's watched my kids surpass my expectations, no, they're not. Or number two, and they're really expensive, right? Or most teen programs out there are just trying to motivate your kids. They're motivators, fine, yes, important, but my kids were like, Mom, I don't need fixed. I don't need motivation. I have the motivation. Just tell me what to do next. And so that's what my kids were looking for. Just tell me what to do next. Just give me the next thing, which is why I created Bonfire Academy. Okay. Now, Bonfire Academy is for 14 to 18-year-olds, and it's to help build a business, to learn finance, to learn AI, all of those things, and to be able to put them all together and create something of their lives now, and to figure out who they are, where they want to be. And Bonfire, by the way, got full. So I've done something else. I have actually opened up another section. So Bonfire is full. So what I've done is I've created a mini bonfire. And it's the same thing. The bonfire is my mentorship. I will actually meet with each child who signed up for that one-on-one. But what I did is if I don't meet with your children one-on-one, they can still come in and still get the classes and still get everything they need. I'll still be there in the classes live. I'm still teaching, but it's less. It's less money because they're going to have to do a little bit more work on their own, but that's okay. And so I've updated that recently so your kids can come in and get the classes, the entrepreneurship, the AI. A lot of you are asking, well, my class is filled, and I still had so many of you were asking that I had to reconstruct and create a program for more people that I could handle more kids at once. So that's in there now. You can go to bonfireacademy.org and you can see now how that works. My son is interested in electrical engineering, so I wasn't sure if I should have him complete high school or try to transform into college in the next couple of years. He's in 8th grade. 8th grade, I'm going to tell you right now, boys and 8th grade, is that he's 13, right? I would give him a year to sleep, to go through, I was going to say menopause, that's not what he's doing, to go through puberty. Let him grow a little bit, because if he's 8th grade, he's about to do that shoot up phase. And I will tell you right now, don't invest in anything during shoot up phase. That's my own vocabulary, because they're going to spend so much time sleeping, it's going to frustrate you, and you're going to get angry, and it's going to cause tension between you. Keep the relationship. Let the boy sleep for a year while he's doing high school, junior high stuff. Next year, once he's hitting about 14 and he starts waking up again, then yeah, if he's interested in a college program, he could. Just so you know, when you do Smarter by One Degree, it doesn't take 4 years to get a bachelor's. Okay, you can take one class at a time. You can take 4 classes at a time. It's completely up to what your child can handle. You pick and choose on what you're going to do, and they give you a counselor to help you walk through it. If he did one class a semester, yeah, it might take 4 years, or the way they do it. Once again, not the one who works at Smarter by One Degree. I do know that they customize it for your kid, their age, their level. Electrical engineering is an excellent job, high paying career. I actually have a son-in-law studying it right now. Could he get a bachelor's degree in he might be able to go through Smarter by One Degree. I don't know if he can get the associates in electrical, or if he could just get started. I would call Smarter by One Degree. So see what they say. Get their counselors and find out. But yeah, electrical engineering is an excellent, excellent place to be. My husband is aerospace mechanical engineer, or mechanical aerospace, however you call it. And yeah, if he wants to talk to other engineers, my son-in-law right now or soon to be son-in-law in October, is studying electrical engineering right now, and has an uncle who is an electrical engineer and does very well. So I'm a big fan of the engineering field. They have to like an 8 to 5. They gotta like 40 hours a week. Lots of computer work. So, but there are some amazing programs out there. If he would like to actually talk to an electrical engineer, let me know, and we can see if I can get him a hookup or something to talk to somebody doing it. Okay. Oh, we got some new people. Do we have everybody? Okay, thoughts, questions. It's hard for me to help him with this path because I know nothing about engineering. What he needs is the higher maths. So, are you on the CTC? Make sure he's in CTC math and he's getting the math. That's the one thing he's got to have is the higher maths and the sciences. So make sure he's doing those. You can do those through Schmoop, the higher sciences in Schmoop. And you can do, I would use CTC math for his higher math. And then I would call Smarter by One Degree and find out exactly what their path is to that and find out. My husband is in law enforcement and says the law enforcement degree is useless for cops in Utah. Hi, Celeste from Utah. I didn't know you're in Utah. Did you know I lived in Utah? I was in Spanish Fork for a while till I moved out here just like 8 months ago, out here in Alabama. Yeah, I'm a Utah girl. Okay, so the law enforcement degree is useless for cops in Utah. Why is it useless? Are they not? Is it not required? Like, you gotta give me more information, Liz. That's fascinating. And it's not required. See, and that's what this is something you really, I recommend you do with your high schoolers. Always talk to someone in the field and find out what path you should be taking and what actually was needed. For example, my husband, we thought he needed a master's degree, and we were planning on master's in an extra 2 years, and we had little kids, and we were trying to figure out how to get another master's degree. And after talking to other mechanical and aerospace engineers in his field, they all went, don't do it. Because what happens is you take 2 years of school, you get another $60,000 in debt, and all it does is counts as 2 years of experience, which you're getting anyway. So why have $60,000 in debt and be away from your family for 2 years when it doesn't actually help increase anything? And we were like, wait, what? So he talked to several engineers. And because of that, we saved ourselves 2 years of school while we had babies and 60 grand or more in debt while he got that master's that actually would not have helped. And so there's a lot in engineering. Master's degrees, not necessarily needed. Sometimes can just be expensive work. So it just depends on where he wants to be. So there's a little. Okay. Other questions for your high schoolers. So that's what I talk. People call me and they'll say, I don't know what to do with my kid. We're 14 to 18. What should we do? And my first question is always, where do they want to be? Not just not where does mom and dad think they should be? Where is your child wanting to go? What is the end goal for them that they are willing to work on themselves to meet? Because if they're going to college because mom and dad think they should be there, but they're not interested, why throw money down a hole? Let's make sure that their interests are meeting the goals of education and that they can meet those. And then you really need to research, have your child do this with people in the field to find out what path should be done. Because I will tell you right now, a college is going to tell you what should be done because they've already figured out how many other classes they can charge you for. They're a business. Okay. What you want to do is find out what's really needed, what people like Utah's police academies degrees. Do you even need it? And different states have different requirements. You ask around to the people who've been there. And I've never met somebody in a field who wasn't interested in sharing what they know with somebody who's coming up. If they don't want to share, they're not very nice people, but most people love sharing and helping somebody else take a shorter path. So always, always, always check. Don't just believe what a college says. Don't just believe what's said. Okay. Often those things are wrong. Oh, hi, Yvette. Welcome. Karen, you came in. Hi. Michelle's here. Hello. I'm trying to see what other new names. If I missed you, I'm sorry. So we're talking about high school. We're talking about whether or not you need it. I really don't believe that high school is necessary. I think if your child knows where they want to be, send them that way. Now, when I say high school is not necessary, I mean that you don't have to go through a specific high school program and get a diploma for graduation. Okay. So right now, and I need to find out if it's been voted on, there is a law. HSLDA has filed a law. I'm not sure. I'll have to read it. Let's see. that homeschool diplomas must be accepted equally to public school diplomas and private school diplomas. And it was in the Senate, they were voting on it. Let's see where that's at, because if that's the case, if it passes, they were waiting on the last vote. If it passes, it means that you guys can write your own diplomas, and colleges, universities, most accept them anyway, but there's a few that won't. They legally have to. You cannot discriminate against a homeschooler. That is in right now being voted on. So I will let you know what happens when I find it. I need to find out legislation we're tracking. Let's see if, is it this one? There's one right now. Provide flexibility for military homeschool families when they move to various states on military orders. Okay, but where's this one? Here it is. Okay. U.S. House resolution would clarify in federal law that homeschool graduates are in fact high school graduates, and their diplomas should be treated the same as diplomas from public or private schools. It is currently waiting to be scheduled in the Senate, and I believe it's the last vote. So it unanimously passed in the U.S. House of Representatives and the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pension Committee. We're just waiting on the Senate. If it passes there, this is huge for us, you guys, huge. So that means that you can go into My Homeschool Village, print out the diploma that we have in there, sign it yourself, and everybody has to accept it. Okay. Celeste says, my husband did an Explorer program through Sandy in junior high and high school for law enforcement. Oh, cool. So, yeah, I don't know the whole process to be in a cop. Is that like, anyway, okay. I am so waiting for this one. Sorry, that one makes me the most excited out of everything, because this is one of the biggest problems with homeschooling, is that block that so many people have in their heads that they can say they can require that diploma. And for us to be able to say, by law, you have to take this. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yeah, thank you, Lizzie, for putting the link on there. I appreciate that. Okay, questions, thoughts. What questions do you have about your teen? What help do you need for your teen? Or not teen? Some of you don't have teens in here. Karen sending you an email. Those of you in the Bonfire Academy are going to be getting all the information this week. I'm going to start sending it out so we can get started in September 8th. We will start Bonfire just like we'll start everything else. We also have a back to school bash coming. It'll be September 8th. Before classes start, everybody goes live with us inside My Homeschool Village. And it'll be a fun little game. We'll introduce teachers. We'll explain how things work. We'll answer questions. There'll be some giveaways and some prizes, and it'll be a lot of fun. So make sure that you come to that. Yeah, Karen, I know you're waiting, and I'm actually building in there right now. You might, if you want to go in and look on everything that's in there, Bonfire is almost built. I'm just finishing up some details to get you guys access to. And yeah, go check out the calendar. I've almost got that sealed inside Bonfire. You'll see all of our classes inside the co-op are also included in Bonfire, so that they can still be a part of all the classes inside co-op are in the Bonfire Academy. So your kids get both Bonfire Academy and co-op access to all the classes. Both. Clarissa, actually, it's for both. So come on in with your kids. If you can't make it, put your kids on. But it's made for both. It's families. This is, and we did this last year. It was so fun. Did we do this? We did, right? Yes. Oh, Ian's in there. Okay. Bonfire Academy, you guys, is for the kids. Moms, yes, you can go in there. You can see what's happening. But Bonfire, I'm talking to your teens. I'm not talking to you in there. No, I mean, not that I don't love you and all, but it's for your kids. And I'm going to be building their relationships inside with each other. Moms, please stay in the co-op and the community section. That's where you belong. come in, look around like it's open, that we're not keeping you out. But that is not for you. That is for your teenager to have friends, to be able to connect, and to be able to work with the teachers. So that I'm just letting you know. All right. Yes. Okay. Yes, this is year 3. Wow. Jeez. So we got the back to school back. We're going to have, it's moms, it's fun. You get to see all these cameras and all these faces and all these kids, and you get to see that you really are part of a big, huge family in there. I think maybe we should probably do them more than once a year because they're fun. We should do another one in January, right, Lizzie? A back to school bash. A back to school after the holidays bash, something, right? By semester. We should. We will do that. And it's not very long. Okay. It's not like a whole hour and all these no, we're not here to take up your time. It's short, a winter refresh. Ooh, write that down, Lizzie. Let's get that name. That's great. We will do that winter refresh. And so September back to school party, the 8th, at what time, Lizzie? Remind me. I want to say 10 a.m. Eastern. Do you remember? Of course, or Trish, you're in here, right? Yeah. 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay. Yeah, because it's 10 my time Central. Okay. So we're going to do it right before the classes. It's going to be short and sweet, but fun. We're going to do a whole intro and you'll meet everybody. It'll be good. So make sure you're hitting that. It's on. I was going to say put it on your calendars, but we already put it on the calendar for you. You should be. Yeah. Hello, ladies. Okay. Now, I'm trying to decide how many of you have junior high or how many of you have high schoolers? Give me a thumbs up if you have a current high schooler. I know I asked that a minute ago, but we've had more people join. I want to see if I should make this, let you know about a little something. Lori does, Penny does, Michelle, because here's my thought. All right. All teachers have one this September. You guys, we have so many kids who've been together for 3, 4, 5 years inside the village, and they're working and they're growing up together. You have to stay so that your child can grow up with a group. These kids, look at this. A lot of these kids have been together for years. And that's one of the reasons I'm building as they're growing, because they were some of our first members years ago. And as they're growing up together, they're buddies and they're becoming friends. And I'm like, I can see these guys building, changing the world together. So you got to stay in the village if you want your kids to have friends. So, okay. So what I'm thinking, what we're doing right now, the co-op has all live classes, right? Our younger and our older kids. But I would like to pull out the 14 to 18-year-olds and give them a new access. We're going to give them access to the Bonfire Academy. Let me show you. Okay. And this is going to happen over the next couple of weeks. We'll be sending out emails. See if I can find it. Here's my HSLDA. Okay. Inside the Bonfire Academy, let me show you what we are doing. So what I'd like to do, if you currently, wherever you currently are, if you are a current member, your price is locked. Okay. We're not raising the price on you unless you decide to upgrade. You will, what I'd like to do is put let's go to September. I have moved. So right now, co-op live classes are in Bonfire and co-op. Whichever one you click, it's all the same Zoom link. You can click from Bonfire, you can click from co-op. It's the same Zoom link. You don't have the green dots here because this is high school only. Look at his calendar. So these classes right here are all in the co-op right now for high school. Okay. This class and this class, these right here are an upgrade. So if you, whatever you're paying right now for My Homeschool Village and the co-op for your teen, this part is locked in. That's what you get. It's what you signed up for. It's what you bought. If you would like to have a mindset class, this will be like reading mindset books, working on physical fitness, the body and the mind. AI class, entrepreneurship class, and a finance class included for your high schooler. You upgrade, and that is right. You just go to About. Let me show you what you click this, and this is the new price for the co-op for teens in September. This is if you want to include AI, entrepreneurship, finance, investment, mindset. That's 5 more classes, and I will be teaching those myself. This is if you want me. This will, everybody who signs up for this will get, their child will get a 30-minute call with me one-on-one where I sit with them and we figure out who they are and what they need and the guidance and really customize their education to meet the goals they want at the end. So that's what that is. So those are the difference between the three. So yes, if you are currently in the co-op, this is what you get already. We're going to give you access to move over. If you want these classes included, you just upgrade here. And if you want me one-on-one, you upgrade here. Questions? Questions? Just checking here. Winter refresh 11. Okay. No questions yet? Comments? Questions? Inside here, there will be, I'm trying to think what I need to tell you in there. If you don't have questions, how much do you need to know if you don't want to know? Okay, clear. Got it. All right. So what I'd like to do, and this is what we originally did in the co-op, we were trying to divide up the co-op so our kids would talk to each other, but us moms took it over. We just did. And that's okay because we have a lot of little kids in here. Bonfire will be the kids communicating with each other. Okay, they're going to start to get to know each other in these classes, and it gives them a place to come in and chat and be friends and meet up, and where adults are present and aware and know what's going on. Okay, and as parents, you guys can get in there and you can look around if your child's in the high school. It's something that this will be my baby. I'm going to be in here all the time with these kids. I'm going to be hanging out with them. I'm going to be cheering them on. We're going to be setting goals. We're going to run it. And then I'm going to start bringing in some well-qualified people to help as things grow. As my son-in-law will be in here. He will be at the back-to-school party, so you guys can meet him. I think I just realized he also works as an engineer. He's going to be teaching the philosophy class and help me mentor. He's a young man who is God-fearing. Respectful, kind, and I think your kids will love them. I think we need more men around here. Good men. So I'm going to try to bring in some good men. But don't worry, I'll introduce and show you. I'll get the mama approval. Not that I'm worried about it, but I'm sure you'll approve. He's a good boy. Good boy. He's 24. Sorry. It's a son-in-law. He's a boy. Okay, questions. I'm trying to think what else you guys need to know. So don't forget we are taking a week off. Let me go there. Classes, we're taking a week off, and here's why. Our teachers need a break too. Okay, so on the week of, here we're in the co-op. Here is the calendar. As you can see, there are no classes right here. And that is on purpose. There will be 1 week break right here. No classes. This is to give the teachers a chance to close down last semester's classes and be ready for next semester's classes. They have work to do. They have prep to do. They plan these things out for you. This allows me as well to make sure everything's lined up, and we will still do the lives. My lives will still be here because there will, as questions, whatever you need, but there are no classes this week because then go to September, no classes, and then we start on the 8th. Okay, and this is the co-op schedule color-coded. Now, eventually, the green classes will disappear, but I'm not going to freak everybody out. It'll probably be next semester. We'll probably just leave them in here because both Bonfire and here, when the classes are the same, it'll just be the same link and kids will come from both sides. But that will start to shift slowly. Random question, what is GeoGuessr class? Excellent question. Do you want me to show you? It is so fun. Okay. GeoGuessr. You guys remember Carmen Sandiego? Anybody like Carmen Sandiego? I love Carmen Sandiego. GeoGuessr is a game that will be hosted by Miss Hannah. And when you get in, the kids join and they'll pop on their Zoom link. They will be given a code. Miss Hannah will give them a code. They will simply click join and type in that party code. Okay. That party will then be hosted by Miss Hannah. No one else can get in but the people she gives this code to. Yay for not having creeps in there, right? Yes, this is for littles and bigs. Once they're in, they will play a game where everybody gets dropped in a location somewhere in the world with a picture. And like we were playing this and I got dropped in a pickup truck in the middle of like the Sahara. It looked very, I started looking around. I'm like, this looks kind of Africa to me. And I started, and you can like start looking around, and you only have so many minutes to go in and find hints to figure out where you're at. And then at the end of the time, everybody clicks where they think they are. And then the person who's closest wins. And what it does is it teaches geography. It teaches you to recognize different ideas and places. And it is very fun. So we decided that as much fun as Minecraft is, not all kids love Minecraft, and some kind of grow out of it and some get tired. And we wanted them to play together in other ways besides just Minecraft. And so we actually took out a Minecraft day and put in GeoGuessr so that they're getting geography. But they'll be on Zoom. They'll be able to talk things out. They'll be able to do it. And so far, when we have played it, we've been testing it. We have a lot of fun. So GeoGuessr is basically it's like live Carmen San Diego. You have to figure out where you're at, and it's a fun game. So yeah, it's an orange circle, which means everyone's invited, littles and bigs. As the group gets bigger, we divide by little and big, and as the group gets bigger, we'll divide by age groups. So right now it's everybody included until it gets too many, and then we'll divide up by age. Okay, it's really cute. It's fun, and it's a great way for kids to play online safely, learn while they do it, compete a little bit without it being too competitive, So yeah, that's coming. So that'll be, we've got GeoGuessr, we've got the chess club, which is also getting split into younger and older. Oh, it is divided already, Lizzie. Thank you, Lizzie. I couldn't remember. So that is already divided by younger and older because it has different settings for younger kids and harder settings for older kids. It's challenging. Good. I'm glad they're excited for GeoGuessr. That's excellent. We'll have Minecraft one day, GeoGuessr one day, and chess club another day. And so that they're playing different games, not just one all the time, but the mix. Now, some of you have been asking about competitive Minecraft. So last January, we did a test. It's at 9 p.m. our time, and they're prepared to do whatever it takes to do it. Oh my God, Naomi, where are you? 9 p.m. your time. Where do you live? I still have to get my kids set up. GeoGuessr, you don't have to set up anything. You literally just click and go. It's really, really easy. Oh, you're in Ireland. Oh, I have a friend from Ireland right now. I love to hear her talk. Okay, that's right. I forgot you guys came from Ireland. I'm glad this is working. I'm so sorry it's so late for you. Yeah, yay. Okay, one day you're going to have to come and do a little presentation for us on what it's like to live there. That'll be fun. Okay, so we have that. Many of you have been asking about our Minecraft competition. Okay, so last January, Hannah was like, I want to try this out. I want to put together a team and we're going to compete against other Minecrafters schools. So she put together a team of 5 kids because that's all you're allowed on the team. And they have been building the Denver airport in Minecraft. And there will be, at the end of the year, and it's a whole year project. And then they're competing against other schools. So it's a nationwide thing. And so we have these 5 kids in there who have loved it. They have done so well. I can't wait to see how well they do nationally. But Hannah's really been working with them, and they're building the Denver airport. Now, Minecraft does one of these once a year. You get 5 kids in the team once a year. That's it. Well, that didn't work for us very well because we have people coming in all the time. So we've created a solution because we've had so many moms and kids go, my kid wants to do competitive. And some of you may have seen the link and it was like, and they're like, how come I can't get in? It's because it's the competitive one. We literally cannot let people in and out of that one. So we are going to be starting some competition classes, but well, we're working on the details on that. Okay. It's kind of more like and on top of, it's an extra. It's for those who want it. You will have to sign up with a fee because it's going to require so much time of Hannah We need to pay our teacher time. So there will be a fee in order to pay the teacher time that will go into these. And all of that will be happening. We're working on details right now. I will get that. I'm just giving you a little hint. We are working on competitive teams. There will be a class fee included, or not included, but required to be in it. Also, because we find that that class fee solidifies the kid, we need the child to stay. Because if you quit My Homeschool Village and the child leaves, it messes the team up. And this is why we've kind of avoided up until now, because we don't, that's hard on the kids. So we're looking for a real commitment to be on these teams. So you will have to commit for a semester. Each team will be semester long. We're going to compete within ourselves first, and the winning team might go national. We'll play with that. We're going to build multiple teams, but it does require a commitment of a minimum of a semester to be able to do it. And only My Homeschool Village members are invited because we're keeping kids safe. We don't want this to turn into some big who knows who's in there. In order to keep our kids safe, My Homeschool Village members only will be on the teams. Questions about that yet? No comments. When you guys don't comment, I don't know if you care or not. But it's just something that we've had a lot of kids come and be like, I want it on the competition. And so we are working on that for you guys. We want your kids to be able to do that. Okay. Showcasers fun, you guys. Okay. I'm reading the comments. Sounds good. Thank you, Karen. Multitasking or clear. Take your pick. Oh, Benny, I get it. I do. That's fair. I like that. Okay. Okay. Questions. That's a lot. Anybody? So nobody has any questions on their high schoolers? What I recommend, where you need to be. Now, I have done the occasional, I had one mom who's been with us for I think her daughter's been with us for 3 or 4 years. Technically, she should be a senior next year. And we met up. She's like, can I just talk to you? So I sent her my calendar link. We met for 30 minutes and we talked about her high schooler, and I helped her pull, okay, what is your daughter doing? What, she's like, do I need to do another year in My Homeschool Village? And I'll be honest, I told her no, because all she was missing was a class to graduate. And I'm like, no, she's not. Sign the diploma and let her move on. Right. I just don't believe in a senior year. I don't believe we need to waste a child's time. If the child is ready to go forward, don't clip their wings. If they need a couple more years at home, that's okay too, right? We don't have to push them out of the nest whether they're ready or not, but the child who's ready to fly should be able to fly. And so that's what I help with. And sometimes I don't recommend My Homeschool Village. If you have a child who's a senior and they're ready to fly, let them fly. Yes, let them step forward. Don't hold them back. And it's hard. I found I would hold my kids back because I didn't know how to help them get to the next step. They would know what they wanted, but I didn't know how to get them there. And so they were held back by that. And so we would work on it together. Well, you Google search, and then I'll Google search, and then I'll make some phone calls, and then you. And so those types of things I'm happy to help with. I've done a lot of research. I don't know everything yet, but I'm on child number 5 that we are looking into things. And why can they not all want to go the same path? It would make my life so much easier. Darn kids want to be originals. Weird. It's like, who taught them that they could do that? Me. My fault. Paying the consequences. Worth it. Totally worth it. All right. Okay. Anything else? I've covered everything I needed to cover. Do you guys need me to cover something? Questions about My Homeschool Village? Questions about Bonfire Academy? Questions about dates, classes? Oh, good. You're welcome. Do you have now? How are classes doing? Are we getting full? I am closing. Oh, after hours on Epic. So because we have a school account, this is the only way we get access to everybody. Oh, Trish, do we not have, change your time zone. And there you go. So because we have a school account, we are only allowed school hours on our school account. So you can upgrade yourself on a homeschool or a personal account and pay for it and get those open hours, or as Lizzie says, Change your time zone. Put your time zone for later or when it is that your kids want to read. And then you can get that. Thank you for that. Do we have to sign up to the classes? I will. I just didn't know we had to. Yeah. So not yet. Here's how it's going currently. We are running the classes until they're hitting about 20 ish. Some classes can handle more and still be great. Some classes need less and to be great. We're watching the classes as the classes fill up. We will eventually might be like, that's it. What I'm going to do actually is stop allowing people in my homeschool village. And then it will be an invite only. It will be wait list, invite only. So we're waiting for those to happen, and then things might change a little bit. But for now, for this semester, you don't have to sign up for the classes. I can't make promises as we grow. We're shifting. We're trying to keep this as small family as possible, but we are shifting. There will be changes coming, but for this semester, hop in, get in there. Let us know you're there. I keep hearing sign up for classes. Are we not signed up by being in my homeschool village? Yes, you are. You're in. You're signed up. The only thing you'll have to sign up for separately is if you want to do the competition classes, which we're not even like, I'm not really even showing you what those are yet because we're still playing with it. I'm just letting you know they're coming. The competition classes, once we're ready, I will send out an email and a post on school, and you'll have 1 week to get your kid in, and then we're going to shut it. Okay, but that won't happen till second or third week of September. We're going to get the year going. Then we'll open up the competition classes. You'll have 1 week to get in, and then it's closed until the next semester. So that one is how that's going to go. But those will be, you have to actually pay for those classes extra. But for what we currently have, what you have paid for, everything, just go in. And right now we're good. And then as my homeschool village grows, we have to make some changes. But just so you know, members are always first in my book. You know how you go to T-Mobile? I saw a post on this the other day. It was funny. You go to T-Mobile and only the new members get the new phone, or only the new members get the deals, and only the new members get the right. And the old members who've been with you forever get squat and get their prices raised and don't get the new phones and don't get. And you know how that happens? Okay, not in my homeschool village. I believe in like spoiling rotten the people who are here. I lock your prices in for life. We make sure that you don't have to do more than you, right? Like I will spoil my members and give you the shirt off my back. New members, the price will raise over time. They will have to sign up for classes because they're full, because you guys are in there. They will have to. So we do the opposite of what most companies do. Instead of giving the new members all the benefits and the members who've been paying forever the stick it, right? We're not telling anybody to stick it. we're spoiling our members. We will be so loyal to you. You've never seen a company as loyal as we are. We are loyal to our members. We're not here to raise prices on you. I'm not here to hurt you. We're here to all educate our kids together. We're going to do everything we can to make you happy. And the new members are going to have to pay more and sign up and get in line because you're here. Okay? You are the priority because you're here. So that's where we stand. That's where I stand. That's where the team stands. That's how we believe here in my homeschool village. You don't screw the members. Not very nice, but my mother would be like, don't use that word. She's in the other room. Shh. Okay. Members will be notified of any courses that require a new sign up or upgraded fee. Thank you, Trish. Yeah. And when we add things, when we provide things, we always let members first dibs. So whenever we expand, so Bonfire Academy, for example, members get first dibs. If I've got 8 students in 4 spaces, members get first dibs. That's just how it is. And if they're new and haven't never been here before, they get put on a list. So members always get first dibs. All right. Well, if you have anything else, let me know. I've been wanting to join, but I'm always either trying to get the kids on live classes or homeschooling. I know. We do try to make that so that your kids are on live classes so you can join us. But this is not a guilt trip. Not a guilt trip. You will never get a guilt trip from me. If you can make it, we'd love to have you. If you can't make it, you're doing what's important. Okay? We're here to support you in what's important. No guilt trip. Love to see your faces. No guilt trip. Okay. All right, you guys, we will see you Wednesday if you can make it. If not, we'll see you next Monday. But have a great week and make sure you're messaging us inside any way we can. And we'd love to see your wins. Please don't just post your questions, but please post your wins. We love to see, and you guys, a lot of you send your wins to me, but post them in the group. Let the other moms see how good your kids are doing, the good things that are happening in your life. Let's make this the most positive group on the planet. Please go in and let us know how you're doing, how your lives are changing. And if you want to leave a review, that would be awesome too. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you next week.